All right, if you make rap beats, trap beats, boom bap beats, it's over. You haven't heard the news? No rap is in the top 40. This has not happened since 1990. That was 35 years ago. So this is the first time in 35 years that no rap has entered or sat on the top 40 chart on the Billboard Hot 100. And people are blaming the Drake effect. People are blaming stagnation in rap. And so the obvious conclusion that a producer would draw is that rap beats are dead. I mean, this guy, rap is literally dead. Ain't no one hitting Billboard charts. Get real. Payne, you're delusional. No one buys your whack ass beat. Rap is dead, literally. And as an aside, I was going to clown this dude's use of the word literally until I found out that people have been misusing that word for like a century, including two amazing authors whose books I really enjoy, F. Scott Fitzgerald and Charlotte Bronte. So these are from two books that I've read. I just don't remember reading that part, so I'm not going to say anything. What I will say is that when we see these kinds of headlines, and it's being reported everywhere and people are taking it at face value, we probably should look a little deeper. But then again, content posted to the internet, including YouTube videos, tends not to get views, tends not to get a reaction, tends not to make money unless it creates an instantaneous reaction of rage, anger, hatred, disgust, or panic. It's a shame, but here we are. So let's talk about what's going down with Billboard and why this entire conversation should have probably never happened to begin with. But we're ignoring some. So did you notice this about the charts? Because no one's talking about this. On the rap songs chart, the number one song is still Luther, which is nuts because this is like the 40th week. It's something super long running. But that song is nowhere on the Billboard Hot 100. And so I looked up why that was. Their recurrent charting rules have changed on Billboard. So this is from this isn't new, but it says effective this week on the first Hot 100 of Billboard's 2026 chart year, altered tiers will dictate when songs move to recurrent status following their runs on the ranking. But this is the important part because that's going to happen in 2026. This is what's been happening. Previously, descending songs were removed from the Hot 100 once falling below number 25 after 52 weeks or below number 50 after 20 weeks. Descending songs will now depart via the following thresholds. Once they are below number 5 after 78 weeks, below number 10 after 52 weeks, etc., etc. And now watch this too. Songs gaining below those markers will be eligible to remain on the Hot 100 on a case-by-case basis. Plus, so Kendrick didn't make that cut. Plus, holiday classics will qualify to return above number 50 regardless of total chart weeks and then be subject to the rules noted above upon their descents.
That's crazy.
So the Billboard charts have never truly just reflected sales or spins. There have been rules. So if you go on too long of a run, they can choose whether to kick you off or not. So Kendrick was on too long of a run. They kicked him. If that hadn't been the case, that Luther would still be in the top 40 and we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So it's manufactured hysteria. And then on top of that, you have people going out to, oh, well, you shouldn't make rap anymore. Time to switch to country, which I want to talk about. And you have a lot of producers saying, well, rap beats are dead. You can't make rap beats anymore. Rap beats aren't selling, clearly because rap music is dying. It's dying off the charts. One, no. Two, the week that article came up, I've been preparing for this topic. The week that article came up, I listened to the songs in the top 40. None of them were rap songs, but to say, because people will lump in rap and hip hop and rap is just the musical manifestation of hip hop culture. So this is what I found on the chart. Morgan Wallen and Tate McRae, their song What I Want was in the top 40. Guess what type of production's on that song? Rap.
I was just about to say, now there's plenty of rap production, hip hop production in the top 40.
A lot. Tate McRae, tit for tat, rap production. Mariah the Scientist was on it. Are we considering her hip hop? I don't know. I guess not, but rap production. It's not traditional R&B production. This is we're talking about like post New Jack Swing when there was that big schism and everyone's like R&B is dead. It all had to do with production style and songwriting to an extent, but mostly production. Joji, Pixelated Kisses, rap production, and then NBA YoungBoy was number 43, and I don't believe he's even signed right now. So that's actually pretty
Yeah, he's
cool.
independent and just killing it.
Yeah, and that this song is breaking through because even older folks are requesting that song when I DJ out. Currently, right as you know, as recently as last night, Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller are in the top 40. Kalani's in the top 40, or Kalani's they're all in the top 20, not even top 40.
Is it folded?
Yeah,
I would definitely consider that. I mean, R&B, hip hop, but I
yeah.
would definitely consider that like hip hop production, to be honest,
It,
because
it
like
be,
anybody
yeah.
could rap on that song.
Oh yeah, and it's just that other genre. I think other stuff is going on where country's now cool because they've just taken everything from rap, and pop is now
American
cool
culture.
because they're doing all this throwback 2000s hip hop sounding stuff. And so now it sounds new to the new generation. And because it's doing so well, they're like, well, cool, let's just do, eventually they're going to find some cool rapper like a Yeet or someone like that and put more money into them. Um, I don't know, like cool as in like edgy. You might not like Yeet. I don't have a problem with Yeet, but you know what I'm saying? Like they're going to find someone edgy.
They're going to put it into a white person, white entity. That's all it is. That's
Well,
what
that's
this
the
is
playbook.
happening. Yeah, it's just like, either you're going to go country or they're going to put all of their energy into a whitewashed or actually white version of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Post Malone rode the hip hop horse and then said, I don't even like hip hop, F all of you, and then went and did country, biggest thing out. And then Morgan Wallen, which is disgusting that we're even having this conversation, but it's like all his cues come from us. Everything he's doing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like even that song, it's like this is clearly a hip hop. He's like, give me something that sounds like, you know what I mean? He's like, let me beat Shabuzi at his own game, even though Shabuzi is doing traditional country tracks. I don't know. It's all very sick to me. I wasn't necessarily going to go that route, but I did the same thing. I was like, let me listen to some of these. I'm like, oh, it's all hip hop production. But
It's all
I
hip
feel like
hop
that's the
production.
way of America. That's the way of the world in general. But it's like, it takes money to make money is my point regardless, but it's like it's the same playbook. It's rinse and repeat. They're always going to be chasing the sounds that our community makes regardless, period.
Yeah, so here we are. But it's just so funny how news travels in our current era where it's not really the story you think it is, but people react to it and immediately draw a conclusion and don't look deeper. But yeah, that's what we do. America. Dame
Yeah,
doesn't care.
man. I see the band. I didn't participate in any threads on that topic. I just was like, I do. I just we've just have never cared about charts. Even especially when we had the label, like we did not care about charts. We cared about fans, and we cared about our metrics, like just continuing to go up every single year.